Hey guys, it's Amanda, registered dietitian nutritionist and your food sensitivity expert. I'm here coming at you with 5 hacks for healthy poops. I know, right? Pooping, like what? Yeah, pooping is something we don't talk about this enough, but it really is such an important sign of how healthy our body is, what's going on in the inside, and really giving us a good clue on what's happening with our digestion. So I want to make sure you guys are having some healthy poops, which is why I came up with these 5 hacks for you. So hack number 1 is to chillax. Like, you need to just chill, you need to relax, because stress can really impact our body in many different ways. One area of our body that stress really hits the hardest is our digestion and our gut. Stress can make you constipated, stress can make you have loose bowel movements. I mean, after you're done with this video, go Google mind-gut connection. We have a strong connection between how we feel mentally and our stomach, and this connection is a 2-lane highway. It goes both ways. I mean, have you ever had a cat or a squirrel run in front of your car, and all of a sudden you have to brake and you're scared and you don't want to get an accident, you don't want to hit the squirrel, you don't want to hit the cat, and you get butterflies in your stomach and you're just freaked out and you know your stomach's in knots? That is an example of a mind-gut connection. And so sometimes we don't even realize it, how stressed we are and how much it can impact our digestion and impact how healthy or not so healthy our poops might be. Hack number 2 is an oldie, but it's a goodie. You'll find it on every freaking list out there, but that's because it's that important, and it's fiber. We all need, myself included, need to be eating a lot more fiber. The recommended amount is about 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day, and only half of us make that amount of fiber. And so one quick tip that I like to give, or to my clients, or just to check in with myself, is I think back to everything I've been eating for the day. And I'll do this at the end of the day, or I'll do this, I'll think back to yesterday and I put it all on a big plate. And I think, was half of what I ate yesterday, or was half of what I've been eating today, fruits and vegetables? Because fruits and vegetables are 2 big sources of fiber among tons of other nutrients that we need. And if I'm not eating, if half of my choices were not fruits and were not vegetables, I'm like, Amanda, what are you eating? So fiber is so important. We have insoluble and we have soluble. Soluble, it actually forms a gel in our body and it slows down digestion. And soluble fiber can impact not only digestion, it can help with weight management, cholesterol, and blood sugar. The other type of fiber is insoluble. Insoluble fiber cannot be digested, so if you've ever eaten corn one day and then you look in the bathroom and you're in the toilet and you see, oh, there's the corn the next day, that's an example of insoluble fiber. These are the types of fibers our body just can't break down. So you might see it reappear again. Doesn't mean it's not important. So insoluble fiber helps to add bulk to our poops, making them nice and formed and healthy. So we want to hit both types of fiber. Hack number 3 goes in line with hack number 2, which is water. We really need to be making sure we're drinking a lot of water. It helps to keep the fiber moving. Think of fiber like a little broom and kind of going through your body, just kind of cleaning things up, and water to just clean it all away, just to rinse it all. I don't know if that makes sense, but it kind of makes sense in my head. Anyways, moral of the story, drink more water, get things going, and it helps to keep things moving. Hack number 3 is have some bacteria in your life. And you're like, bacteria? What the hell? Bacteria? So bacteria, yes. We all have a large, a healthy amount of bacteria that live inside of our guts. This bacteria is so important. In fact, we're still learning what this bacteria is doing for us. For example, there's research showing how this bacteria can help or plays a role with not only digestion, but it can play a role with blood sugar. It can play a role with estrogen metabolism. It can play a role with weight. So we need to feed that bacteria, and you can feed that bacteria with things like prebiotic foods. So things like a lot of fiber-rich foods, or asparagus, bananas. You also want to feed that bacteria with fermented foods. So think yogurt, think kefir, think sauerkraut, think kimchi. All of these types of fermented things that sometimes have a little bit of a strong flavor, but are still really important to make sure we get some healthy poops. You can also take a probiotic, and you'll find a lot of probiotics on the shelves kind of like everywhere. So probiotics are another good way to kind of get in some good bacteria. Hack, what are we on that? So we did fiber, water, bacteria, chillax, oh my God, we're at hack number 5. Hack number 5, how could I forget? Food sensitivities. I mean, that's all what I do, right? Food sensitivities can also play a role with making sure that we're getting some healthy poops. So a food sensitivity can cause constipation, it can cause some stomach pain, it can cause heartburn, it can cause loose bowel movements, so you're going to the bathroom maybe too often, or maybe it's a little bit looser when you do go. And so finding what our food sensitivities are can be really that game changer for when we're trying to like making sure we're having some healthy poops. So what I always recommend to my clients and to you guys is to start with the food diary. So write down what you're eating and then write down how you're pooping, which is gonna sound really weird. Like, how many of us record what we're pooping? Like, I've done it, and I tell all my clients to do it, because sometimes you just like go to the bathroom and you flush it and you just like don't think about it anymore. So the next time you go to the bathroom, take a look, think of me, think of this video, and think like, okay, let me write down what I'm eating. Okay, so this is what I had for breakfast, this is what I had for lunch, and then write down how your poops are for the day, if you have more than one, if you have just one, or if you have none. And then try to see if you can find a pattern between what you're eating and how you're pooping. And you might be able to pick up, you know, easier poops happen when I eat this food, or when I eat this food, I don't have any poop for a day or 2 days. So it's a really good way to pick up on any food sensitivities that can be impacting some healthy or some not so healthy poops. So those are my 5 hacks for healthy poops. I hope you enjoyed them. If you have questions, drop them in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram. I am at Allergy Nutritionist, and happy pooping, you guys.